it's through the self-sacrificial love of the martyrs that the war of heaven is concretized. Like that is the war of heaven. There's the verse that says that the kingdom of heaven takes by force. Like we are on the offensive against the devil.
Right.
The devil, he's hiding behind his pathetic little gates of hell. The
Right.
gates of hell
And that
shall not
is,
prevail against
yes,
the
that is
church.
because in the church, you are given the ability to live in Christ, which is paradoxically a living out of the death of Christ. It is
Yeah.
continually dying to the world, dying to sin, dying to the fleetingness of this life, and through this self-sacrificial act, being joined to Christ, we become like him and thereby receive what he has, become what
Yep.
he is, in a sense.
The gates of
And that
hell,
is salvation.
the gates of hell are a
Yeah,
defensive structure
Right.
against the
exactly.
offensive
The
keys
blood
of
of the
heaven. And
martyrs is
Exactly.
the seed of the church, and the church conquers the
Exactly.
gates of hell. And this is
Exactly.
interesting too. In the Second Temple Jewish literature, I think it's in the Book of Enoch. So a couple things. One, Raphael points out Abel, who is the first martyr, and the spirits of the martyrs crying out to God for justice to Enoch. He points out Abel. He's variously associated with the martyrs, and also he's the one that throws the devil. He's the one that chains up the devil in the Book of Enoch. You know, Christ says you must bind up the strong man before you plunder his house. So
Right.
yeah, there you go.
we're gonna go
Right.
plunder his
Yeah, because
house.
the binding of Satan, it's the same as the crushing of the head of Satan. It's like his destruction of Satan. It's the destruction of his power over creation, his ability to enact his will, and this occurs in the on the cross. On the cross, it
Yeah.
occurs, and that's why the symbolism you're going to find is cross symbolism related to kenosis and self-sacrifice, and even in the case of Moses lifting his arms up, like literally the shape of the cross itself. So
What better way is there to conquer the kingdom of death than to take away the very thing that it thinks it has power over us through? Like, what better
yes,
way to do that than to enter into death itself and show, hey, like, we're not scared of the
right.
one weapon you
Because
have against
death
us.
is the enemy. This is what Seraphim Hamilton. So in connection to the warfare theme, in a war, in order for it to be just, you need an actual enemy. You need an aggressive enemy, and that enemy was the tempter, the serpent, and ultimately the enemy is what the serpent brings, and the dominion he is given, which is death. Right? The serpent is cursed to eat dust. We talked about this before. Man is dust. Dust thou art, unto dust thou shalt return. The creation, in a sense, is dust. Like fallen creation, fallen in Adam, is dust without the Spirit of God. That's the kingdom. But the trick that Christ, or the trick that Christ pulls in the conquering is that it is precisely in meeting, or entering into this death, as exactly what Nate was saying, that he triumphed over it. So binded the strong man. That's how this symbolism fits in.
Boom.